The New York Knicks lost this game, and it makes sense why. For one, they shot 53.8% from the free throw line. They shot 37.1% from the field, and they were in foul trouble. It's as simple as that. Isaiah Hartenstein had 5 fouls. Mitchell Robinson had 4. Kristaps Porzingis, who I definitely don't like, to say the least, 38 minutes, 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Porzingis looked like a man possessed tonight, gave us absolute business, as I feel like he typically does, right? I mean, I remember in Washington, he killed us last season, and then this game kills us, plays 38 minutes, just 9 of 10 from the free throw line. That's the thing for the Celtics. From the free throw line, they shot 84.6%. They were I don't even know a fancy word, but they just didn't miss. Let's just put it that way. They did not miss at the free throw line down the stretch of this game, and that's why they beat us. Now, the reason why the Knicks were even in this game, like if you didn't watch the game and you looked at it, you're like, how the hell did the Knicks lose by 4 points? It's because they took 20 more shots than the Celtics, or not 20, yeah, they took, it's literally exactly 20 more shots than the Celtics, and they shot 43.9% from 3 versus the 30.8% from 3 that the Celtics shot. And you look at the stars for the Celtics, they showed up. Jason Tatum, 34 points on 13 of 22 shooting, had 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Tatum looked like a top 5 player in basketball tonight. Porzingis, we talked about. Jrue Holiday, from a box score standpoint, not good. I mean, he had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, which is incredible, but still nothing insane. But also, he was guarding Randle. Julius Randle went 5 of 22, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. We know Randle will put up numbers, but the thing is for Randle is the efficiency. And let me know if I'm wrong, Knicks fans. Am I overreacting? I just don't think Randle is the guy. I mean, we saw that in the playoffs, the past 2 playoffs he's been in. But we're not going to win with this guy. He doesn't play within the offense. He takes bad shots, and he just doesn't have the attitude that you need to be a Knick. It's as simple as that. Jalen Brunson was 6 of 21. He wasn't much better than Randle was from the field, but just Brunson was getting open looks. He just wasn't making them. That's the difference. And Brunson also, I don't know, man. I'm a huge Jalen Brunson fan. He just was off tonight. It's as simple as that. Give credit to Derek White and to Jrue Holiday and just the entire Celtics defense. Porzingis as well. I mean, these guys just made it extremely tough. Jaylen Brown's a good defender. So there's no excuses for the lack of efficiency. You got to be able to make some shots. But I just feel like the Knicks did beat themselves in this one. And there are 2 players in particular that I thought played extremely well from the eye test and just the box score. And the first one that we got to talk about, he was the best player on the entire Knicks roster tonight. That's Immanuel Quickley. So I don't have social media, and that's kind of an issue because I don't know what's happening with the Knicks. I saw somebody told me that basically Immanuel Quickley and the Knicks did not reach a contract extension. And that had me frustrated because, well, first of all, Quickley was runner-up 6th man of the year. Even when he started the games, he honestly played better, if we're being honest. I mean, Quickley is just such an important piece to our team because defensively, the way he switches, the way he anchors the defense as a guard is essentially unheard of. You don't see guards anchoring a defense, and he can switch, and he's just very smart. Offensively, shoots the 3-ball, has that floater, amazing free throw shooter, 5 of 6 tonight. Him and RJ were the only ones that were efficient tonight from the free throw line. And yeah, we didn't get him paid. So now he's going to be a restricted free agent. And honestly, that is bad, but it's also kind of good because now you have him in a contract year. And if we can have Quickley get even better than he was last season, that's only going to help the Knicks moving forward. So something to keep an eye on. And then the second one, RJ Barrett, 24 points, 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, gives you 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And RJ, he plays a lot more smooth than we've seen him. He's gotten better every year. Last year, he was our number 2 option in the playoffs. A lot of people don't talk about that. It wasn't Randle. Our second option outside of Brunson was RJ Barrett. He looked extremely good in the playoffs. And in this game, RJ did get off to a bad start, but who didn't on the Knicks? Like, let's be honest. So, yeah, I just was impressed with RJ. Quentin Grimes, 23 minutes, gets the start, 11 points, 4 of 7 from 3, 3 of 6 from 3, gives you a rebound and nothing else. That's pretty much a typical Quentin Grimes stat. So, I like Grimes a lot. He should be starting. I like going with Hart and DiVincenzo off the bench and even Immanuel Quickley. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson had 2 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals, and that's it. Mitch this was a bad matchup for him. Porzingis was just giving him the business. He was the Celtics in general were getting Mitch into foul trouble early on, and I like Mitchell Robinson a lot. I was one of the people that said pay him and just don't trade him, keep him. But there's going to be matchups that just are not good for him because he is sort of, I'm not one-trick pony, but just Mitch doesn't have an offensive game besides he could rebound, he could catch lobs and dunk. And then defensively, you just don't want him on a player like Porzingis. But thankfully for the Knicks, there aren't many players like Porzingis. So like if we pull up, let's just go to the Knicks schedule, which by the way, I have no idea what it is. So we've got the Hawks, they have Capella and Okongwu. That's definitely not how you say it, but they've got basically two bigs that don't shoot, don't spread the floor. Pelicans, same thing. They've got, who's their big man? Valanciunas, my basketball knowledge is terrible, man. Cavs, Mobley, who we've already seen Mitch dominate. Again, the Cavs, and then we've got the Bucks. Brook Lopez is going to be really difficult, and then the Clippers, Zubac. Yeah, so you're just not going to see many matchups for Mitch that he doesn't like. He's going to dominate the boards and block shots and give us second chances, so I'm not really worried about Mitch. And Isaiah Hartenstein came in, gave us energy. Obviously, he's a backup big man, so we're not going to expect much from him, but I just like that Hartenstein plays hard and will get after you, and he's just a guy, he's just a competitor, he's a winner. I like him a lot. We obviously brought him in free agency last year. Josh Hart, 22 minutes, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Hart will always outplay his box score. Sometimes he has amazing box scores because of how he hustles and gets rebounds, stuff like that, and how active he is. But this game, yeah, he was way better from the box score than way better in actuality than he was in the box score, just because his ability to hustle and just make guys panic and extend plays. Josh Hart, of course, we got him paid. So, yeah, I really do like our roster. The only thing about it is that we don't have anyone outside of Jalen Brunson from a championship perspective, right? So, an example of that, I'm not going to say Paul George because of his health, but I don't know. Just think of a good NBA player, right? And put him next to Joel Embiid. Did I really just hate on Paul George's health and say Joel Embiid? I don't know. Imagine a really high caliber NBA player next to Jalen Brunson in the playoffs when it matters. Because yes, the regular season does matter, but if we've learned anything about the Knicks, it's that, well, can they get it done when the playoffs start? And we learned that, yeah, RJ and Brunson, and I don't trust Randall, and I don't think we're going to trade Randall because it's just Coach Tibbs. As long as Coach Tibbs here, Randall's staying. And we did not get off to a good start with Randall, 5 of 22. I mean, you just can't play that poorly in the playoffs and then shoot 5 of 22 at home against the Celtics, right? So, but yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the video. I really hate making videos after losses, but this is something I struggled with last season with the Knicks, is when we lost, I just was nowhere to be found. And there were some stretches for the Knicks that was really ugly, amazing stretches as well. But in my opinion, there are certainly going to be some stretches where we do lose 2 or 3 games, maybe even 4 games in a row. And this team will bounce back. It's very resilient, but you just have to realize that the Knicks will be volatile, man. That's how they were last year. It's how they'll be this year. They'll look like a contender, and then they'll look like a team that doesn't even belong in the play-in tournament.